Welcome back. Cross the loading boundary one last time. You know, on all of Jimmy's doors in here, you always see... high voltage. You always see that little nuclear flower, or radiation flower, whatever you prefer to call it. Is that an outlet? Conveniently placed. It's making these noises. Is there some kind of mining operation down here? I don't think I've ever seen anything radioactive down here, though. Not that I can remember. Oh, we don't get a cool animation of whatever we just did there? Oh, there we go. Wonderful. Have I ever seen the interior of the clubhouse? I actually don't remember the inside of this place at all, even from the show. Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess I do, because he does open this up to enter the lab. I don't remember the interior of this place at all, though. That's kind of weird. You only ever see usually the exterior of the clubhouse, and then Jane goes into it, and he's in the lab.
I wonder what I can invent with this.
Guess we'll just put all these together. One interesting thing is that the game's not going to interrupt us to invent things. Whenever we pick up enough stuff to invent something.
Super invention object.
Which is interesting. I guess that little icon on the right just told us we could do something. Just telling us right now that, hey, you can make something. As we'll do so. A super something. Jimmy looks happy. Make things.
Think, right blast.
How did the bottle lead to getting a rocket? Whatever. The rocket is somehow here. Equipping it does not do anything here, though. Maybe you have to use it in some context-sensitive place.
Okay, time to go outside.
Here I am, going outside like a normal human being. Hi, Carl.
So Jimmy,
Fellow human
guess
being.
what? My folks said I could get a new pet as long as it doesn't set off my allergies.
That's great, Carl.
Uh-huh. So you want to come to the pet store and hold the animals up while I sniff them?
Sorry, Carl. I have a date with Twonkies 3.
Twonkies 3?
Yep, it's a comet that is entering Earth's orbit in... You can blow it out! Gotta run! Twonkies 3 is entering Earth's orbit in an hour.
So, what'd I miss?
Oh, Jimmy's dating a comet and I have to go sniff animals.
And they say I'm the weird one.
That was an amazing face. Wonderful. Wonderful. It's weird seeing a game where the highest grade is only A. I don't know if I can actually think of any other games where A is the highest rank, instead of like an S or S plus or whatever. Huh. Give me a trophy. I have no idea what your trophies come from, but... Okay. So this game is level oriented though. As the GBA version was. Which makes sense, I guess.
Jimmy Neutron in Blast Off.
Why does that get narrated? There wasn't a narrator in the show. There's also a narrator in the
Wow, Goddard, this is
PC version of Negatron. I have no idea why though. Ow. Maybe less so. Okay. The GBA version was a little bit more, ow. A little bit better about telling me what I had to do while in the rocket. Well, I guess it makes more sense from this point onwards to have to not hit anything ever than be able to hit a bunch of things a bunch of times.
I need to stop at this discarded space station and pick up some neutronium fuel canisters to super boost me to Twonkus.
Neutronium's a thing again? Okay.
Better land away from those defense systems that are firing at the meteor storm.
No background on the random abandoned space station?
Zero gravity here.
Well,
One of the
yes.
meteors must have knocked out the station's gravity system.
Oh, that's a thing.
Tether will stop me from flying off until I can think of something. I have to use this tether to
And by that I
the
mean...
space station, but it will only get me so far.
I'd say its gravity seems pretty okay. Yeah.
Maybe I can use this
I think the gravity's working alright. Whatever you say, Jimmy. But, okay. So, interesting. I like how my animations just slowed down. They're looking a little choppy because of it. Cutter. Oops.
I'm sure
Get over here, Goddard.
I can pick up something to help me navigate the space station.
So really the game doesn't tell me I can't equip the rocket. It lets me say equip. But of course, there's nothing to do with it here.
Alright. Maybe I can use this magnet somehow.
Yeah, I imagine the idea here is that we're gonna have some magnet shoes. Is it looking? Yeah, magnet goggles. Hey, I think ensuring that your head stays close to the station would be a fine idea. Just magnet shoes. Doing it Dead Space style. Joy. Do we have to equip these then? It's weird how many menus you have to prompt in this game.
Cool. Now I don't need the tether.
Only lasts so long though. So I'm guessing the tether only lets you go so far or something like that. Is gravity still a thing? Randomly though? Without any explanation? Yes. I guess... This is no Mario Galaxy, I guess.
I can't go any further. I need to invent something.
Okay. A little silly, but...
Step or I'll end up in orbit. Oh no! Some of the meteors are getting through the automatic defenses. Goddard, fly around and pick me up at the other end of the station.
It's not funny about Goddard alone piloting a rocket. Why is that funny to me? I like the sight of it though. And weirdly, I guess Goddard just can't fly on his own in this game. That's fine. But I guess we're not going to talk about the casual implication of random abandoned technology that's just well beyond what exists on Earth. Because I figured that the setting here is really supposed to be fairly Earth equivalent, like real world Earth equivalent. More in radiation. Whatever you say. Is that Cyrillic? That first character looks Cyrillic to me. Is this a Russian space station? Maybe that's why Jimmy's concerned about Moscow time. Oh, they got activated automatically. Never mind. You don't have to activate those yourself.
If I can rewire the power, I can shut off the laser turrets.
Why would I want that? Did I misunderstand something? Okay, so we're rotating. Okay, so these are mirrors that we're rotating. I see. Won't turning those off just kill us? Won't we? I thought the problem was that we didn't have the...
That has turned them on. Now there's nothing protecting the space station from the meteors. I better get to the fuel cells quickly.
Oh, maybe we skipped some dialogue somewhere, but I guess the idea is that we needed to shut off the turret so we could pass through. But yeah, shouldn't we be concerned about the radiation thing? Maybe it's like how Jimmy doesn't need to breathe in space. He's fine. He doesn't mind radiation either.
I have to get across those panels quickly.
I have an eye on my shoes in case you're wondering. Which for some reason also works on glass.
Hurting my weight. Have to run.
Won't that just make them break more?
Wow, I just made it.
I am kind of curious what happens if I run out of magnet boots. Presumably I just die.
More to go.
Vladimir Sputnik, yeah, look at that. I like those subtle.
3 more to find.
I like the subtle allusions to the Russian space program. Jimmy's a cosmonaut.
Fuel canisters yet. There must be some more nearby. Oh no! And the attracto sneakers are used up. I am gonna end up in outer space.
You can just turn them back on. That felt worth saying. Wait a minute. So I don't need it on in here, which is probably why the
Oh no! And the attracto sneakers are used up.
I like how we use the same dialogue.
A genius is all that's needed to help.
To something. That was entertaining. I don't know why I couldn't just turn that back on, but whatever. But yes, the subtle allusions to the Russian space program are kind of amusing, I guess.
Only 2 left.
I like little details. But generally, I feel like Jimmy Neutron takes place in a world that's fairly similar to our own, outside of the fact that there are aliens and some small cartoony things like not needing oxygen in space. And the aliens had advanced technology and whatnot, of course, but otherwise I felt like usually any advanced technology
And now,
mostly came from either Jimmy or some kind of supervillain. So it's kind of weird seeing just a random abandoned space station, presumably owned by some government or something, which of course in this case it turned out it was, because it was Soviet space station. I guess that explains why it's abandoned though. We thought this through. Oh. I feel like we should have more exciting music though for blasting through space. This game has a lot of stock sounds though, which I guess isn't a bad thing in its own right.
there it is, boy. Twonkies 3. The terrain looks a bit unstable, but I'll take us in for a nice soft landing.
Joy. Never mind having died a couple times. Hey. I guess it's just completion, not having, like, gone through the level quickly or not dying or whatever. It asks for confirmation to save. Ow. One more time than I expect.
Jimmy Neutron in Crater Caper.
Is there some point I'm forgetting in the show or the film or something where there was a narrator that just completely escaped my memory? Because Megatron PC also has a random narrator whose existence confuses me. Do we have a radio
Not a
to leave out on
smooth
our...
landing, but a landing just the same. Now,
On our
how are
rocket
we
again?
going to find our way back after we collect our samples?
No, there we go.
Oh, I get it. When we're done exploring, we'll let the music guide us back to the ship. Good idea, boy.
You couldn't have just had like a little GPS or something? Well, I mean, yeah, I know you don't have any like satellites to use, but...
Great. We're finally here, Carter. Adventure beckons.
Wonderful. At least that part's consistent, I guess. What was something I wanted to say? I'll try to think of it before next episode. Darn it! I hate when things enter and escape my mind in such short periods of time. Bye everyone.